What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Drive Talk Cars. Today we will be doing a chrome delete on the window trim of the E63 AMG. Alright, so today we're going to be doing a chrome delete on the window trim. What that entails is basically changing the color of your window trim all the way around to black or to whatever color, but in this case we're going to be doing piano gloss black. Some people paint it, some people plastic dip, some people do actual vinyl wrap on the trim. Today we're going to be doing a spray vinyl wrap. It's a new product called Super Wrap. Basically it's a spray on vinyl wrap. I'm going to be showing you how you do that. First time I'm using it, so we're going to be learning it together. Alright, so what you're going to need is sprayable vinyl wrap, prep spray, pre-tape painter's plastic, scotch tape, trigger for the spray cans. It makes it a little easier to spray. Alright, so if you choose to take off the top trim, you're going to need a trim removal tool, plastic, so it doesn't scratch up the paint, and I will show you how to do that. And the reason why I want to take it off is because this chrome piece actually wraps all the way around and in the inside. So if I was just to paint the outside with the door closed, it would just probably go up to right here. And I think over time that'll start to peel and may not look the best. So fortunately, these come off pretty easily, so I'm going to take these off. Alright, so we are done taking the upper trim off. Move on to the prep. Alright, so all I'm doing now is just cleaning the surface of the trim with a little bit of soap and water. Get any type of debris off. Then after this, I'm going to dry it, and then I'm going to use the prep spray. So let's get started. Alright, so now I'm going to use the prep spray that came with the kit. So per the directions, you spray it on, let it sit for a minute, and then wipe it off. Alright, after 1 minute, we're going to wipe it down with a microfiber cloth. During this stage of prep, you really want to make sure that you got all of the liquid out from any cracks, and that nothing will be there to drain into your vinyl. All right, now that we have prepped the area, let's go ahead and mask off the car. So I'm getting it right on that line, right underneath there, and tucking it up underneath the trim. But I don't want too much up underneath there because then it won't wrap around. So just trying to get it right on the line, and then a little bit of tuckage. Yeah, I don't know if that's a word, but a little bit of tuckage up underneath there. Trying to get it as close to the line as possible. Alright, per the instructions, you should put the aerosol can into a bucket of hot water for 10 minutes. I guess that's to promote it loosen up and where it can flow good when we go to spray it. So I'm going to put this in here for 10 minutes, and then I'll get back to you after that. Alright, so we got the car all masked off. We got our aerosol cans heated up for 10 minutes in hot water. Now it's time to apply our first coat. So I'm going to hit it with the tack cloth. So we're just lightly running it across the surface just to pick up any contaminants. Alright, so like with most spray cans, I want you to shake it for at least 1 minute. So I'm going to shake it, start my clock here, and we shake it for 1 minute. All right, minute is up. Let's begin. Got my trigger. I'm gonna make sure that the nozzle is facing the right way. Then you're ready to rock and roll. Spray off a little bit. just to make sure that everything's flowing well. As always, you want to do a light coating first. All right, so we did a light coating. Per the directions on the can, between each coat, you want to wait 15 minutes. So it's gonna take a little bit of time because we got to do 10 wet coats per the instructions. All right, so we completed our second coat. As you can see, it's getting a little darker. As we continue to layer it, it should get darker and darker, and you should see less of the actual chrome surface. All right, so let's jump back into it. See you at the end. All right, so we have finished painting the window trim. So I let it sit for 24 hours. Can definitely recommend 6 to 10 hours before you use the car. So, I mean, I just painted in the daytime, let it sit overnight. You got your time for it to dry. So we'll go ahead and remove the mask, and then we see the final result. All right, so just using the blade, I'm going to run it underneath right where the crease is, just to make sure that there's no connection between the masking tape and the trim. And then that'll be all. All right, first we're gonna remove the plastic that's furthest away from the trim, and then we're gonna hit the trim up, cut it with the blade, and then we should be good. So you wanna pull away from the painted area. So I'm just in the natural crack of the trim and the rubber part. I'm just lightly running the blade across that. All right, so now that we have all the mask off, we can go ahead and install the upper trim. And that should be just as easy as clicking it back in on those spots that it's at. So let's get started on that. Then we should be done. All right, guys, as you can see, we have completed the chrome delete on the window trim. I say it came out pretty good. There are some areas of improvement, but that's because of my fault. So a little bit of user error. But I will be using this product on future pieces on the car, so stay tuned. And if you haven't done so already, like this video, click that subscription button and click the little notification bell. That way I make sure that when I do upload my next video, I'll make sure you are notified. So until next time, I'm out.